I wanted to do a tutorial real quick on my Christmas tree. The problem is I'm not making another one of these suckers this year. It took me 10 hours total, so I split 2 days, 5 hours apiece. Maybe a little bit extra putting lights and whatnot on. Just a quick rundown. At the bottom, oops, I almost dropped you. At the bottom you can see I have my Aeropole base, and then I just used my starter pole, so it's roughly around 5 feet. If I had to do this over, y'all can see my kitchen. Ugh. Okay. If I had to do this over, I would have definitely started with the brown. I didn't add them till later because it was quick and I wasn't thinking about it. And I would have gotten some 16-inch round green, and I would have had more 260s. I used what I had in inventory, which was just enough, minus one for spare, and I topped it off with our Star of David, which sits nicely on the pole, and it kind of gets crooked right now because the balloons have deflated over the last 2 weeks. It's been up 2 weeks today, and it worked nice. We didn't get stuff done in time this year, and my husband and my daughter were sick, so I was like, I want a dang Christmas tree, so I'm just gonna make one. So we're gonna start real quick and go over what I did, and my dog is bugging me. You're so adorable. You're so adorable, little puppy. Okay, he wants to be in the video too. Alright, well, we're gonna start with taking it apart, and I'm gonna kind of go over everything. Okay, I love you too. A little bit at a time. So give me just a minute and we'll start at the top, I guess. Okay, real quick before I start taking this apart, I wanted to show you the lights I used. Everything I used on the tree was battery operated. I did not put anything electrical on here except the light, but you can see how it set. It never really touched the balloons as far as, and it doesn't get hot anyways. So I used, let me jump over here. I used these, which I can't, hang on. You twist them to get them to operate. And I really like these because they change colors. I've used these before in actual decor. It was Halloween. They wanted like a spooky moat looking thing. I put these inside clear balloons and they float on the water, and they were really cool. I've used these several times. The smaller ones, like this, I had never used these before. Hang on. Okay. These change color too, and I like the effect, especially for the tree. The only thing is they're bright for about maybe 30 minutes, and then they start dimming really quick. They do have your off switch, but as you notice, I have a balloon tied around them because for some reason the casing wouldn't stay closed, and half of them wouldn't even light up. So I've had these in inventory for close to 3 years, maybe 2.5, and I've never used them before. So I wanted to try these out. I'm glad I didn't say, oh, I have just the thing and I can do this for your job, and then I show up with these little suckers and only 8 out of 20 worked. So yeah, really. Cheap little China things. It'd probably cost more to replace the batteries with the whole entire thing. So that was nice for this. And then I also used, let's go ahead and pull one off here. I used my battery operated lights that I use a lot for decor. These aren't a very good example because my string is about worn out. Well, when they work correctly, you have them on, and you can put them on blink. So I honestly had them on blink on the tree because it made it look like there was more lights. So, you know, because I'm cheap. Alright, we're going to start at the top and take this sucker apart, and I'll get you back in just a minute. Okay, so as you can see, I've already taken apart this first. All these were 260s. Hang on. Yes, okay. These were just 260s, and I pretty much just made endless doggies. So I twisted a small, what would be, I guess, the head, small bubble, looped it, small bubble, looped it. Depending on how many times I go, I just connected them and just top to bottom went crazy. So this is easy. It was technically easy for the whole thing. Shh, don't tell nobody. You'll see when I get to the bottom, but I have 11-inch rounds on the bottom that I blew up as much as I could, and then they got a little bit smaller as I went up because just tear effect, and then I used 5-inch rounds at the top. So in just a second, we'll get farther into the tree. While I was cutting into it, I saw this is a good example to tell you what I did. As I was putting them on the tree and twisting, I would attach, like twist, like one of the bottom layers, because I started at the bottom with the 260s, and every once in a while I would just grab and twist together 2 of my loops to keep it tight so that it wouldn't, like, I had these gaps, but things started deflating, and I mean after Christmas I really didn't care anyways. Then I'd seen the tree and Santa thought it was awesome. So, but you can see, I just wanted to show with this, I looped them together to give that tight fit. So as you can see now, I've already taken out several of the 5-inch rounds, but you can see 11-inch rounds as we get into it. So I'm gonna go a little bit more and I'll be right back. Real quick, I didn't think about this, but I'm gonna show you. If I had to do this over again, I would have used more 350s on the bottom also, because I think it gives it a nicer, fuller effect with the larger balloons on the bottom, and I might even put some 160s on the top. But I would have definitely ordered more 350s, but as I said, I only had a bag of assorted. My daughter's laughing at me. Sorry. Something that I'd forgotten to mention, and I'm glad I did this while I was doing it. Right here you can see I actually tied a 260 or a 160, it's a 260, to one of my starting doggy centipedes, and I attached it to the pole, or I looped it around a larger balloon in the middle. That helped it stay intact and it helped pull it in a little bit, and then I also took some more around the outside to make it look a little fuller. I know you can't see me. So I believe that helped, because as I went up and I kept attaching them, they were already secure here at the bottom, so I think that helped. Okay, for the bottom, I just used 2 quads of 11-inch rounds and just deflated them, because that's all I had. But I think the 11-inch rounds worked out good. I just stacked those, and as I said, if I didn't, oh no, I used 2 sets of 5. I didn't think about this till after I was popping them, but I don't know how many 11-inch rounds I used. Sorry. I can look back at pictures and see if I can tell, and I'll put it in the written description. But this is pretty much, my daughter can wear that as a dress now, haha. This is pretty much the shell of the tree, but as you can see, it's just balloon dog after balloon dog. So, just 1 minute, I'll be right back. So what I tell you, we have an aerial tree. Turn around. Ta-da! So about 10 hours to get down, and about 8 minutes and 40 seconds to take down. So
I felt like a turtle.
You can see my air pole, and I just covered it with the tree skirt, and voila, balloon tree. Thanks for watching.